22.61. Not that long ago in 2010, they line up in lane 15 as they straddle to the inside. The collision's not there. This one pretty smooth as they get off to a pretty good start and a pretty fast lap here in Class 3A.
And we're looking at a pretty stacked field. All of these teams have put up some pretty good numbers all year long. Low to mid 10s. We have a 10:06, a 10:11, a 10:30, a 10:15, a 10:10, a 10:12. So this could be a pretty crowded field for sure.
Yeah, I like the 10:06 from Cimarron. That certainly jumps out at you. But 10:10 from Wellsville, and then a 10:11 from Scott Community. And I think Chet Copeland, our sideline reporter, really pointed out a great point. Not every high school has a girls 4x800 meter relay team. And it's pretty common at the smaller meets to have 3 or 4 in the field when you run a duel or even one of the bigger races. But this is a crowded, packed field. And I imagine the coach has to have a conversation about how to attack this.
Well, there are a lot of times these kids haven't run a 4x8 all year long. Chet said it so well. You go to some meets, and of course, Chet was the only shot putter. I'm kidding, Chet. Chet was great. But no, you had 4x8s, and if you ran in a 4x8 all year long, you were pretty lucky. Most of the time, this has been put together at regionals or at league, and they're running as a team just 2 or 3 times throughout the season, and you just don't do it that often.
Colby, Nemaha Central making their presence felt. We're in the second lap of 8 and the 3A 4x800 meter relay. Pretty packed field so far, and anybody races could be at this point.
It's a little strung out, but certainly anybody that you're seeing right there in the front part of your screen has a good chance of being in this. So see what the kicks are like right here as they make the handoffs. That is Sabetha out in front.
And I'm checking the bib here, 1286 or 1266. I think that was Skylar McAfee. She's listed as the anchor leg. That may not be right.
I think it was Haiti Luckert, 1265.
Yeah, I think you're right. She's a freshman.
Yep.
And we'll hand off to Hunter Loudermilk. That is the second leg for Sabetha, which leads this relay at the moment. So we're now in the second anchor leg, or second leg of 8, second leg of 4, 8 laps. And it's like 1264 here. And that would be Hunter Loudermilk indeed. So I think you're right. Hattie Luckert handing off to Hunter Loudermilk.
This is a young team too. 2 juniors, a sophomore and a freshman, and the 2 backups are both sophomores on this.
And no seniors in that group for Sabetha, which is running in front at the moment. Their lead in this 4x800 meter relay is about 15 meters. And I like the word strung out because at least within camera range, 6 or 7 at the moment.
See Scott City running in second place, being very patient. That is Emily Weathers, a sophomore, in 13:20 on the bib. Remember, if you see them in the program and you see an order that they are in the heat sheets, remember they can run, they have 5 or 6 names on that list, and just about 20 to 30 minutes before the race, they turn in a relay card, and it has the people that will run in that race and in the order that they will run it in. So it is a secret to us until we see them here on the screen.
So Hunter Loudermilk continues to have a lead. Her pace has been really steady. Not too fast, not too slow, just the same time the entire time.
Nothing spectacular. Scott City starting to reel them in a little bit. And then we have someone coming up from the back of the pack trying to challenge here for 3rd place. And that is Kingman. That is Josie Albin, a junior, trying to get Kingman back into the fight here. Coming up from 4th place and trying to move to the front of the field as they make their way towards the exchange, and now moving into 2nd place. That is Kingman and Scott City shoulder to shoulder.
Scott Community trying to hold off the challenge for 2nd place, but in front, Sabetha's lead, thanks to Hunter Loudermilk, goes from 20 meters to 30 meters, but a strong kick from Scott Community, who holds off Kingman, and Scott Community is 2nd for the moment.
We're going to see a chase here. You got to wonder if the runner from Scott City is going to try to chase down the leaders here, because there's an opportunity. They're close enough to try and get themselves closer to Sabetha as they start making their way down the backstretch. Nice stride for the runner from Scott City.
And this is lap 5 for the moment. And so we're more than halfway done.
7:20 from Kingman. Audrey Brickenbaugh, the sophomore.
What do you think of Kenzie's running style there, the sophomore? As you mentioned, freshman, hands off to a junior, now back to a sophomore.
This
For Kenzie. And she's getting some chase here right now. They're going to close this gap.
Yeah, you got to think Sabetha's going to have to find something a little more than what we have here, because we have 3 teams getting back into this race right here. Scott City, Kingman will try to get who is in the back there.
Scott Community and Kingman, we got a challenger for 4th at the moment, and we are in lap 6. So lap 6 begins right now with Sabetha still in the lead.
Scott City still giving chase. Sabetha looked like they were going to give up the lead there for a little bit, but now it's starting to stretch things out. You got to wonder if the runner from Scott City maybe didn't spend a little bit too much energy trying to get back in the fight here and get themselves closer. And you have to think the same thing for runners in 3rd and 4th place right here, because they are starting to fall off the pace a little bit. And Sabetha just very rhythmic, very steady running, keeping themselves in front. In fact, the lead's starting to stretch out a little bit right here.
Yeah, Kenzie's really been impressive. She's looking over her shoulder a little bit, but she extends the lead. Scott Community challenging Kingman in 3rd. Still within camera range. Anchor leg is coming. This is lap 6 of 8. And the 4x800 meter relay for the girls in class 3A.
Oh, hats off to the sophomore, Kenzie. She is just solid. Didn't panic when things started to get a little bit close. Needs a good turnover here. Needs to really have a good finish. Get a little more speed in her legs. Has good arm swing. Not a lot of turnover. Now it's starting to pick up the pace a little bit.
Skylar McAfee will wait for the baton. She'll be the anchor leg, scheduled to be for Sabetha. We'll check the bib, of course.
Now it's Piper Wazinger for Scott Community, running that 3rd leg.
Kingman still 3rd, and close after that. They go to the anchor leg in this girls 4x800 meter relay in class 3A. Skylar McAfee, the scheduled anchor leg for Sabetha. For Scott Community, Emily Weathers. And then for Kingman, Bailey Bangert. Senior versus sophomore and a junior.
Well, we have a challenge for 3rd place.
In fact, we have a new 3rd place. Trying to make 2nd. Try to get to who the challenger is. Just moved from 4th to 3rd, about to move to 2nd.
And they're all about ready to get themselves in the fight for 1st place as well.
There's all 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are all making their move. We got a lap to go yet. So here we go. We'll call it 900 meters to go. We have a new leader.
And that is Cimarron, that is also in this fight.
If Cimarron's anchor leg Clara Bartlett,
I believe that is. Let's
check it out. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're close. We got a lap to go here. And the girls 4x800 meter relay. It was a snorer for a while, but this anchor leg's going to be a good one. All 4 have a chance, a shot at winning a gold medal as the race gets exciting. 400, now 300 meters to go.
This is Kingman at 2nd, Scott Community right there as well. You see Sabetha starting to fall back just a little bit here. It's laboring, trying to keep pace with the other 3 teams out in front.
250 meters to go in this 4x800 meter relay. Crowd noting the close attention here as they come to their feet here. This is going to be a great finish. Scott Community has the lead for the moment. Scott Community looks like, is that
it's Cimarron actually in front.
Cimarron,
Scott is in 3rd. So Cimarron, Kingman, and here comes Sabetha again trying to get back in the fight. But look at the runner from Cimarron. Really starting to labor. This is when that finish line cannot get here fast enough.
100 meters to go. Clara Bartlett trying to hold off the challenge as they head to the finish line here. Here's Sabetha. Sabetha's going to retake the lead here. Skylar McAfee. McAfee against Clara Bartlett. And it's going to be Skylar McAfee who will win gold. Sabetha claims the championship, the gold medal in the 4x800 meter relay as Skylar McAfee comes from behind to Ed Seaman to win the girls 4x800 meter relay. What a race, what fun that was for the crowd in attendance here in Wichita.